Welcome to Fresh Waters, spiritual reflections helping you to grow in faith. Today's session is Be Generous. The key concept is money is a spiritual issue, and the location of your money reveals the location of your heart. The scripture today is from Matthew chapter 6, verses 19 to 21. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. There are some Christians who don't want to talk about money because they think it's not spiritual to talk about money. But money is a spiritual issue. Jesus talked more about money than he did about prayer. Money is a spiritual issue, but it's not what you think. Some think that the more money you have, the more spiritual you are because you are blessed by God. Others think the less money that you have, the more spiritual that you are. Or perhaps you identify with the wise man Agur, who prayed, "Give me neither poverty nor riches, but give me only my daily bread. Otherwise I may have too much and disown you and say, 'Who is the Lord?' Or I may become poor and steal, and so dishonor the name of my God." Money is a spiritual issue. The spirituality is not in the amount of money that you possess, but in what you do with what you have. The Apostle Paul was encouraging the Corinthian believers to be generous. In his letter to them, he mentioned the generosity of the Macedonian churches. He wrote, "And now, brothers, we want you to know about the grace that God has given the Macedonian churches. Out of the most severe trial, their overflowing joy and their extreme poverty welled up in rich generosity. For I testify that they gave as much as they were able, and even beyond their ability. Entirely on their own, they urgently pleaded with us for the privilege of sharing in this service to the saints. And they did not do as we expected, but they gave themselves first to the Lord and then to us, in keeping with God's will." The Macedonian believers understood that it was God's will for them to be generous in spite of their poverty. Jesus taught us about where we need to invest our money. If we put our money on things on this earth, where it can be eaten away, rotted away, and stolen away, there is no assurance that this wealth would last. In contrast, Jesus talked about investing in heaven, where the wealth will not be eaten away, rotted away, or stolen away. Then Jesus said, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." Jesus was not saying that if you put your money on heavenly things, your heart will be there also. He was actually saying that the location of your money reveals the location of your heart. If most of your money is on your investments, then it shows that your heart is on making money. If most of your money is on a certain type of entertainment, then that's where your heart really lies. If most of your money is spent on a son or a daughter, then you have revealed your love for your children. However, if you say your heart is for the things of God, does the location of your money show it? It all begins with our hearts. May our hearts be changed. May our hearts be right before God. And may we see money the way He sees it. Are you storing up for yourselves treasures on earth? Or are you storing up for yourselves treasures in heaven? Money is a spiritual issue. My prayer for you is that your heart be right before God and using your money for His kingdom. Just think about it. Where do you have most of your money? Are you storing up your treasures on earth or in heaven? What does your money tell you about your heart? What one thing will you do this week to change your heart in regards to money? May God bless you in your spiritual journey.